What's up, tubes? So we got two articles coming to us via social media. One involves a flamingo being put down because an elementary school student chucked a rock at it. The other one involves a local incident. I'll provide the links to both articles below if you'd like to check them out. And I'm not going to read the whole gist of this article, just kind of skim through it here. And before I read this article, guns are a big responsibility. Okay, they're not toys, they are tools. And when guns are misused, the adults who use them lose their right to own them. That's just how it is. Casper drive-by shooting stemmed from Facebook feud. Like, this whole fucking article just makes me want to take a fucking aspirin because it's giving me a headache just thinking about it. A Sunday night drive-by shooting in West Casper was the accumulation of a month-long feud that started on Facebook. And how did it start, you ask? Well, I'm not going to read the entire article. I'll provide it if you want to check it out. But basically, the person's house that was shot up was empty at the time, so thankfully no one got hurt. But the person who owned the house that was shot up, um, their house that was shot up, yeah, the person who owned that house is alive and safe, but they're an avid boxer, and like anybody who has a hobby, they post it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, you know. And he basically was very passionate about his boxing, and he'd go on Facebook and he'd post stuff about boxing because that's what people do on their Facebook, you know. Well, like, hey, I like heavy metal, so people see me posting pictures of musicians that I like to listen to. You know, that's just how it is. And there are basically four juveniles and an adult involved in the incidents. And it started when one of the juveniles was talking mad shit to the person on Facebook about their boxing. Sitting there, you know, derogatory terms towards their boxing and about them and shit like that. And it's just stupid. Stupid small town drama. And the person who is the avid boxer, he's the one who had the house shot up. Thankfully, none of his neighbors were hurt in the incident. Um, but he didn't let it get to him. He just talked shit right back to him. You know, they started talking shit on him, so he fired right back. You know, like, oh yeah, fuck you too, kind of shit. And then that carried on for a whole month before these people decided to shoot up his house and his car. Really? Fucking idiots. And you already know they're in a world of shit for what they did. You know, if they do have any parents, these four juveniles are going to be in some deep shit. One of them, I don't think, had one present at the time this article was written. However, as a Casper citizen, this concerns me. Because I think to myself, this is not the kind of community I want to live in. You know, now, what would happen if he was home and he seen you guys pull up and pull out guns? He would have pulled out his shit and y'all would have been dead. Because that would have been self-defense at that point and nobody would have argued with him on that. Like, okay, these people are shooting at my house because of the bullshit that was said on Facebook. Oh, hell to the no. So, you know, the people who pulled the shooting are lucky in the sense that the person was not home and didn't pull out a gun of their own. They're also lucky in the sense that they didn't shoot anybody, just a couple of bullet holes. you know? So, come on, Casper, we're better than that, you know? Like, okay, so if you got someone talking shit on Facebook, just block them and ignore them, you know? And talk shit right back to them if you want. I don't care. But I'm like, dude, obviously what the boxer said got to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have done what you did, you know? And that's the thing of it is you started it. You directly went onto his Facebook page talking shit about his sport of choice. Okay, and I get it. Not everyone's a big fan of boxing. That's your choice. But you don't have the right to sit there and start bullying somebody and then shoot up their fucking house just because you don't agree with them. I mean, that seems kind of stupid, don't you think? I mean, this guy's a local boxer. He works out at a local YMCA. And, I'm kind of like, really? You know, these four juveniles are so fucked. You know that? They done fucked up. I don't know what the fuck could have led them to think that, but. Come on, Casper, we're better than that. Guns are not toys, they are tools. I mean, it would have been one thing if they were breaking into your house and, you know, the person breaking into your house with a gun and trying to shoot you, kind of thing, and you had a gun on hand. But then this is a different ballgame. This is some random stranger who was talking shit on your Facebook, you know. Fuck out of here with that. This is the kind of crap that people who hate guns love to gripe on about. Articles like this where people are feuding over stupid he said, she said bullshit on Facebook. And that's just how it is. Like, people will, like I said, they'll post stuff they like on their social media. That's really each person's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc. It's a personal form of expression and who that person is. And as long as they're not posting hate speech, if they're not posting hate speech or derogatory crap on their page, then who the fuck cares? And even if they are, like, it's fucked, their opinion's wrong, but arguing with these assholes isn't going to make it any better. That's. So if you want to check out the article, it'll be in the description box below. Um, this happened quite recently. May 22nd, 2019 is when the article was posted. So this just happened very recently, actually, by the sounds of it. Um, no. Come on, Casper, we're better than that. And, you want some advice. If what people are saying on social media is getting to you and ignoring them isn't enough, then take a break from social media. Who gives a fuck what somebody said on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, Vine, Snapchat? It's all the fucking same thing. But anyways, yeah, dude, no, that's, you know. And I get it when you're passionate about your hobby. When you're passionate about your hobby, I get it. Someone's talking shit on the thing you're passionate about. It's irritating. I know the feeling. People are assholes. A flamingo in an Illinois zoo had to be put down after a child threw a rock at it. In regards to the last article, humans are so disgusting to one another. People treat each other like absolute trash. And that's bad enough. It's even worse when we drag innocent animals who didn't do anything to us into it. But a Miller Park Zoo flamingo was euthanized Monday after an elementary school student threw a rock inside the animal's exhibit. A representative from the Bloomington, Illinois Zoo told CNN the rock broke the flamingo's leg and caused injuries that led to it being put down. Okay, so give you a context of the story. Some elementary school kid is at the zoo being a stinker and a rotten turd, decides to pick up a rock, throw it into the flamingo's cage. The rock hits the flamingo and causes the flamingo in question to break their leg. And the injuries were so severe that the flamingo had to be put down. Now, here's how the zoo is going to handle it. Let's see. The zoo said it's working with the student's family to make sure this is a learning experience. And then it just says the flamingo exhibit opened in June of 2016. Okay, so really, that's someone else's property. And do you know how expensive it is to run a zoo? It's ridiculous. Animals cost money, you know, and they're put on display for us to look at because they're pretty. So to me, it doesn't make sense to be sitting there hurting them, you know. And I'm glad the zoo is taking the time to make it a learning experience. Personally, I would have started chucking rocks at the kid's parents. I would have been like, "So your kid likes to hurt innocent animals, huh? Well, how do you like it? How do you like it?" It's just start. They'd be like, "Ow, stop! What the fuck? Why are you chucking rocks at me?" I'd be like, "I don't know. Why are you letting your kid chuck rocks at innocent animals?" You know? When I was a kid and I went to the zoo, I never would have done something like this. When I was a kid, I loved going to the zoo, seeing all the cool animals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Why, YouTube? Why? And some of these exotic animals that zoos are filling their parks with are not cheap. Oh yeah. If I want a pet king cobra, it's going to cost me $2,000 plus. The cobra has to be devenomed and raised on pinks. I like cobras, but probably not enough to put them through that kind of thing, you know. I mean, if I lived in my dream house, maybe, you know, I'd think about it, but for the most part, no. I can't see myself. Yeah. But yeah, um, that's all I have to say on this video. Uh, get this uploaded to the desktop, and and I'll catch you cool cobras later. Thank you for watching.